young giant coming to life, the furious voice of an industry expanding, symbolized in a 70-ton electric furnace alive with thousands of volts of electric power, alive with the promise of an enormous future. And yet all this heat, this power, this energy, this promise had this beginning, a knife with the strange new trademark, stainless steel. A new kind of knife that could cut oranges, lemons, and other citrus fruits without staining the blade. Just an idea, modest and unpretentious. But in how many other ways would this new metal be put to work? In how many ways would it give substance to new ideas unborn? Today, the answer is more than 1,000 and growing steadily. In the short span of 2 decades, the output of stainless steel has increased more than 20 times. Why? Because this is not a static industry. It is an industry that feeds and grows on ideas as big as the capacity of men to dream. A metal that encourages ideas because it is so uniquely able to give them shape and substance in almost limitless variety. That is the secret of the growth of stainless steel, its versatility, its applicability to so many divergent products and uses, its ability to be tailored to so many different jobs today and tomorrow, versatility. In fact, men have discovered more good things about stainless steel than about any other material. They have found, for instance, that it possesses a phenomenal resistance to heat. A resistance that has already marked it for an unusually active future in the age of space. They have found that when properly selected and applied, it does not rust. It lasts indefinitely and without any protective coating being necessary. Its bright silvery surface stays that way because there is nothing to wear off. The staying qualities of stainless steel are not the result of protective coatings of any kind. They are solid qualities, part of the metal itself. That's why you can specify this metal for any of its many qualities without sacrificing the others. To achieve an effect of beauty, you do not have to sacrifice strength. To gain corrosion or heat resistance, you do not have to sacrifice economy. You want workability. Automatically you achieve strength, economy, uniformity, cleanability, resistance to corrosion, sales appeal, permanence, beauty, and many other attributes, found together in such high degree only in stainless steel. This truly modern metal can go it alone, or in the company of others. It has a beauty that can enhance other materials for unusual contrasts or blends. This flexibility has been particularly well exploited in the field of architecture. It is a tribute to the architectural profession's creative, progressive spirit that this versatile building material has become so widely accepted in such a variety of ways. Stainless steel in rolled form sections, in round and shaped tubing, in plain or textured panels, in pieces that can be applied like tile. In signs, fronts and entrances, in window and door frames. Stainless interiors too, sinks and ovens and ranges. Light troughs, railings, escalators, and the 101 other products to be found in a building, large or small, commercial or residential. And in every case, here is beauty that is permanent, beauty that will not corrode, oxidize, or wear away. Even in the comparatively short time that stainless steel has been competing against other metals, such as aluminum, the contrast has been marked. While the use of expensive maintenance procedures or protective coatings can help retard deterioration, the ultimate life of aluminum building applications can never approach that of stainless steel. Here, for instance, is dramatic evidence in a building of equal age that stainless steel, because of its inherent higher resistance to corrosion, can take anything the four seasons or a city's polluted atmosphere have to offer. In oil refining, chemical processing, coal mining, canning, a host of other industries, stainless steel installations have effectively withstood corrosive and mechanical abuses that far exceed the ravages of nature. Wherever stainless steel is used, maintenance costs stay down. Once a building is built or a product manufactured, stainless steel does the rest. To ensure permanence, it does not need to be waterproofed, painted, or sandblasted. Stainless steel needs no periodic polishing or lacquering to keep it in good shape, only occasional washing or dusting. Stainless steel means dollars and cents savings as a result of the maintenance work that does not have to be done. From scrub pails to skyscrapers, stainless steel is permanent. It endures. It endures because it is strong and corrosion resistant all the way through. You will find stainless steel lends itself to all the cold forming methods. Yet, in spite of its great strength, no large outlay for special fabricating equipment is required. It can be sheared, blanked and punched. It can be perforated and drawn. It can be spun and formed and polished. It can be molded, pressed, rolled or expanded. It can be fabricated by other methods too, such as machining, sewing, riveting, forging, casting and welding. One of the reasons why stainless steel can serve so well in such a variety of ways is that its physical properties are not limited to one type, but form a group of more than 40 types of alloys. Although the basic alloying metal that imparts the stainless quality to stainless steel is chromium, by the addition of other metals, particularly nickel, many types of stainless have had their chemistry painstakingly tailored to give them specific physical properties. Each new type was originally developed to fit the requirements of some particular product of industry, to make the type magnetic or non-magnetic, to increase or lower ductility, to vary tensile strength, to change density, to change certain fabricating qualities, to increase resistance to heat. So indispensable has stainless steel become to many industries. So completely does it fulfill requirements and in many cases set new standards of performance that its use has become mandatory. One of its most dramatic qualities is its exceptional cleanability. Published results of impartial tests on competitive materials conducted by a leading state university prove that stainless steel has a far greater cleanability score than any of them. Tests for removal of bacteria from both unworn smooth surfaces and worn scratched surfaces proved stainless steel to be outstandingly superior in cleanability. Unlike other surfaces, there is no glaze to wear away. Stainless is solid, uniform metal all the way through. This exceptional cleanability, plus its high resistance to the action of certain acids, makes it a must for use in food preparation and handling. In nearly every phase of milk production, on the farm itself, and in the dairy, in hospitals and laboratories. Only in stainless steel did these institutions find the answer to their long need for a material that would meet rigid, hygienic standards, that was strong enough to do the job and with the durability to be economically lasting. In fact, men have found so many ways to use this amazing metal that today there is scarcely any place you can go without meeting stainless steel. One of the reasons you can go anywhere and go so safely, comfortably, and speedily is that stainless steel helps take you there. It carries things. It carries people. It lifts you up. It helps keep you up. It helps bring you down. Men have found stainless steel excellent for catching things and containing them, for keeping things in, for keeping things out, for products that pull, for products that push and blow and spray. It gets rid of things you want to get rid of. It preserves things you want to keep. Stainless steel is something you walk on. You walk under. You walk through. If you like, you may walk around it, or move along beside it. Or it may go around you, in fact, around everybody. You can put it inside things and outside things, to do vital work or catch the eye. Stainless steel can make things hot for you, or keep things cool. It can speed you up, or slow you down. There's nothing like it for handling things that are clean, or things. You can put stainless steel on top of things, on the bottom of things, or on the side of things, to keep things dry or damp. You can put things into it and take things out of it. With stainless steel, you keep things together, or you separate them, or you simply make them look glittering and more colorful. With it, you hold things to a certain shape, or maybe you want them to jounce around a bit. Stainless will keep things quiet, or all stirred up. Stainless steel can be circular, square, or triangular. It can be oblong, parabolic, solid, spherical, hollow, wide, or narrow. It can be bright and shiny like a mirror, or soft and mellow like satin. It can be beautiful plain, or in a variety of textures and applied colors. These are some of the qualities of stainless steel that have made modern living so much more enjoyable. Qualities that have made many things possible that we now take for granted. Qualities that have brought entirely new standards to many areas of living. Food handling, chemistry, petroleum, dairy, the care of the sick. Properties that have made possible many of our most important advances in transportation and space-age aviation. That have opened new vistas in the broad field of design. And yet these things are just the beginning. The door to the future is barely ajar. This is the metal that grew because it could be tailored to the specifications of so many jobs that inspired so many new ideas. This is the versatility that suggests, encourages, and will help realize so many more ideas still undreamed. Whatever the product need, whatever the application, whatever the dream, here is the modern metal that can make it come true.
Many different roads lead to the far-ranging facilities of Container Corporation of America. And on any given morning, most of them represent a new and unfamiliar course to those who are new to the company. To them, the road to Container Corporation is lined with the strangeness and uncertainty common to a new working environment. This is the situation you have been experiencing lately. And it is the purpose of this communication to achieve a better understanding of your relationship to us and ours to you. You are here at Container because of a mutual choice. We chose you because we learned enough about you to make a positive judgment on your capabilities, present and potential, to contribute to the overall performance of an established high-performance team. You chose us for what we must assume were equally good and practical reasons. At this point, we probably know more about you than you know about us. Now it's your turn to get a sharper, more complete understanding of who your fellow team members are and what all of us, including you, are doing at Container Corporation of America. By now, you are generally aware of the fact that we are in the packaging business. You may even know that we are the world's largest producer of paperboard packaging, and that we are also a principal manufacturer of plastics packaging. But there are some larger dimensions that you should know about. Let's start with some basics. First of all, we are a leadership organization. We are leaders in an important industry, which our first corporate generation did much to establish. Secondly, we are a creative organization. We apply our creative resources to problems that concern not only many basic industries, but the broad general public served by these industries. Thirdly, and in many ways more importantly, we are a respected organization. We are respected not just by our industry peers and by a wide range of customers we serve, but by important segments of the society who have high and continuing regard for the contributions we make to the larger interests that work for the common good. Strictly speaking, our name says what we do. One would expect Container Corporation to make containers. And we do make many millions of them annually in great variety. But neither you nor anybody else could just come in off the street and buy 100 containers or 10,000. The reason is simple. We don't stock containers. Ours is a custom business, and the millions of containers we make are made to order. Very often, in fact, the containers provided represent only one element of the total solution to the distribution and marketing problems affecting the project involved. Consequently, the containers you have been casually aware of all your life, in your neighborhood drugstore, department store, and supermarket, are largely taken for granted by the consuming public. This is a good thing, really, because the package has to be an extension of the product it contains, and has to function in the interests of that product if it is to fulfill its multiple responsibilities in production, distribution, and consumer environments. This brings up the achievement of which we are proudest. Container Corporation's leading role in making packaging the crucial link between the producer and the consumer. The importance of this link is difficult to exaggerate. In Carroll Stream, Illinois, Container Corporation of America operates the largest, best-equipped packaging complex in the United States. Among the highly specialized staff services headquartered in the Container Division's portion of the complex is mechanical packaging. The emphasis in the mechanical packaging department is on improving overall packaging line performance rather than promoting the application of a particular machine or line of machines. CCA mechanical packaging engineers always counsel their customers to consider the special requirements of their own situation rather than the possibilities offered by available existing equipment. Think first, they will tell you, of your packaging needs and the equipment you already have. We can adapt our equipment to your needs in many cases. And if your needs require it, we will then design special equipment to meet those needs. The Concora wrap is a case in point. The machine itself is only part of the equation. The WRAPAK blank is another. And how they work together is still another. This special CCA combination, the Concora wrap machine and the WRAPAK blank, was designed quite literally to form a package around its contents. And the contents can vary across a wide range of products, arrangements, and sizes. In this installation, bakery products are being wrap-packed. Individual cartons are conveyed to the accumulator, where they are arranged into units of 12 cartons, 3 wide and 4 high. Vacuum cups pull the bottom WRAPAK blank from the supply hopper, bringing it into an L shape as it is positioned in front of the sheet feeder. Adhesive is applied to the underside of the trailing vertical panel as the sheet is fed into the wraparound section of the machine. With the blank in position, the accumulated product is loaded onto it by the action of a ram. This action starts the Concora wrap machine cycle. Subsequent actions in the main part of the machine complete the folding of the WRAPAK blank around the product. As panels and inner flaps are positioned, the WRAPAK blank becomes a strong box, snugly fitted around the product. As the box continues on its course through the machine, adhesive is applied to the outer flaps, and these are plowed closed just before the completed box moves into the vertical compression section. As the box is lifted vertically, a final action of the machine pulls the manufacturer's joint flap down over the vertical panel. Now, the end-to-end, side-to-side pressure of the spring-loaded compression belts keeps pressure against all glue lines long enough to secure closure. At the top of the compression section, boxes move out onto the customer's conveyor lines. Again, we emphasize that this is a customized, not a standard installation. Other applications of the Concora wrap machine and the WRAPAK blank combination have included the packaging of such widely varying items as gallon cans of paint and diesel engine cylinder kits. The latter application involved a further, more complex adaptation of the principle. The individually WRAPAK cylinder kits were subsequently combined into 6 kit units, around which larger WRAPAK blanks were formed into master shipping containers, thereby maximizing product protection. The flexibility of WRAPAK permits many useful options, including partial or complete automation of the packaging lines involved. Other advantages include economy in both the packaging material used in the blank and in the floor space needed for the machine. Best of all, every Concora wrap installation carries the full service feature which is the heart of CCA mechanical packaging. To summarize further, the Mechanical Packaging Department of Container Corporation of America is interested in making problem-solving recommendations based on an evaluation of your particular needs. Our goal is really the same as yours: to achieve packaging line performance on your packaging line.
This is Texoprint. Smooth, soft. Pliable, elastic, and tough. Conforms to all shapes, yet resists crack and tear. Repels the destructive effects of dirt, moisture, and chemicals. Sprinkle it. Boil it. Pickle it. Grease it. Texoprint remains intact, its surface unmarred. Texoprint is hard working. Cutting, stitching, grommeting, gluing, die cutting, stapling. Hard-working but resilient and lasting. Both structure and surface of Texoprint will resist cracking even under repeated folding. Texoprint is more than a stage for the display of printed color. Texoprint is a co-star. It activates color, reproduces with fidelity the most delicate halftones, projects the depth and richness of solid colors with exquisite snap and brilliance. Detail and typography are richly preserved. In lithography, silk screen, and line letterpress, the brilliance and durability of Texoprint make possible a new level of printed reproduction. Printed patterns, ink, and paint on Texoprint are transformed into a vibrant spectrum. Texoprint has a unique constitution. Strong, bleached craft fibers are impregnated with latex and printing fillers. These give Texoprint its leathery feel and high degree of internal bond. The super-calendared finish produces the levelness and gloss required for superior printing reproduction. Applications of Texoprint in industrial uses have created a growing market. Wall charts, where endurance, toughness, and brilliant color reproduction are essential. Children's books. No other material is so well suited for this purpose. Color sparkle that publishers require retards deterioration from rough handling. As for dirt, games and premiums, in handling, cleaning, endurance, and cost, Texoprint overcomes the disadvantages of cloth and laminated board. Texoprint embosses and die cuts. Insignias and decorative pennants, printed on Texoprint with or without pressure-sensitive backing. Printed manuals, catalogs, instruction sheets, booklets, envelopes, intended for long usage and harsh treatment, find in Texoprint resistance to aging as well as to grease, fresh and salt water, many chemicals. Attractive and high-fidelity printing on Texoprint make them valuable assets long after other printed sheets degenerate. Paper-bound books, where Texoprint is used as a cover paper, end sheets may be eliminated. The book opens easily, lies flat. It provides pleasant, substantial feel and durability. Hardbound books, attractive printing, toughness, cleanability, and longer use. Sales broadsides, subject to constant folding and unfolding, withstand daily heavy use. Reproduce rich and accurate full-color printing. Labels and insignias with permanent or temporary snap-off bond will adhere to curved, rough, or uneven surfaces. Sewn and pressure-sensitized labels will not delaminate because of Texoprint's strong internal bond. In medicine, Texoprint labels are applied to a new type of plastic bag used to collect and store blood. These labels resist staining and growth of mold and bacteria and are not affected by the 100% humidity conditions normal for storage. Truck banners and outdoor posters require ruggedness and color luster, and especially resistance to rain and snow. This calls for Texoprint. Schematic drawings posted on machines or walls remain fresh and intact beyond the stay of ordinary papers. Grease and other likely stains are removed with little effort. Texoprint desk pads, printed and varnished, replace costly leather and leatherette, do not scuff and dry out. Maps, globes, training aids, flip charts, used by schools, government, and industry, are now being specified Texoprint plastic printing paper, replacing those materials which become torn and dog-eared, frayed, or curled with humidity. Whether molded to simple or compound curvature, roller-mounted, or folded for carrying convenience, Texoprint satisfies each type of conformity. Chalkboard. The smooth Texoprint surface with a special markable finish takes chalk effectively, cleans off in a wipe, and is printable. Texoprint outlasts ordinary paper by 10 times. Let's say a sheet of Texoprint costs 4 cents, and an ordinary sheet of paper costs 1 cent. It takes 10 ordinary sheets of paper to do the work of 1 sheet of Texoprint. So, ordinary paper costs 10 cents, where Texoprint costs 4 cents. 10 cents does not equal 4 cents. Any wise old owl knows there is a 6-cent saving in each sheet of Texoprint. The buyer who requires a durable printing paper can save 2/3 of his printing cost by specifying Texoprint, the unique plastic printing paper. Ask your printer or paper merchant. These are the proven uses and advantages of Texoprint. The potential applications are restricted only to the size of the imagination.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, presenting Imagination 11, designed by the incomparable Henry Wolfe of New York and Indiana. 3 rings of wonder, laughter, and excitement come alive on Champion papers. See the rearing, roaring tiger spring to life on Carnival cover. See the daring, death-defying snake charmer and the brilliant sunburst wheel in all its splendor on Wedgwood-coated offset. See the great stars of the circus cinema and the gallery of great circus art on chrome coat cast-coated papers. It's spectacular, colossal, stupendous. It's all on the inside. In Champion papers, Imagination 11.
Of course, you know magazines, all magazines, have bones. Engravings, ink, paper, type. But did you know that only good magazines have a heart? Feel the pulse of time and events. Ideas and emotions, realism and fantasy, adventure and everyday, beauty and function, yesterday and today, today and tomorrow, this world and other worlds, E = MC squared, and Old Man in the Sea. Magazine. Many things to many people. It begins with participation. Graphics and contents of magazines arouse the reader's intellect, imagination. Anticipation is whetted, natural curiosity satisfied. He is totally involved. She is stimulated, inspired, informed toward social understanding, personal improvement, better living, new products, new perspectives, progress, and she reacts. He grows with the contents. For him, they compress time and space, interpret events and ideas. He gains new insight. He is multiplied all over the nation. His magazine is his companion. It affords him privacy and company. He carries it with him, available to his schedule. Variety for his moods. He keeps it. He returns to it. She selects the magazine that suits her needs, desires, pleasure. New worlds open to her. Her magazine becomes part of her thinking. It affects her existence, prepares her to face life realistically. Magazines have a long life. They are circulated, discussed, and retained. A magazine has no rigid timetable. It reads slow, it reads fast, it skips, it reflects, it repeats. It begins and ends at the convenience of the reader. The reader is loyal to her magazine. By subscription and direct purchase, she is assured continuing contact. Audience. People, the life stream of a magazine. Magazines are time-tested pillars of tradition and stability. And beacon lights to the future. They have authority and prestige as organs of principle and knowledge for every man. Free of censorship, they are the tangible objects of unrestricted thought. Talent of top writers, artists, photographers are employed to create function and beauty, symbols of culture in the home. Authority of the editorial pages radiates to its advertising. The reader depends on his magazine. The advertiser can direct his ad to the magazine that reaches the right audience for his product. Magazine ads are merchandisable to the dealer and at the point of sale. A magazine for all kinds of readers. An audience for every magazine. A market for every ad, an ad for every budget. The reader who looks for ads in his mag. The reader who reacts to ads in his mag. advertising that grows, with the magazine that grows, with the reader that grows, with the world that grows.